Well, hello, everybody. Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, coming to you live right here in a hot, sunny South Florida day as things are taking place. And things are always taking place down here with Mr. Sunshine in every way, shape, or form. We are actually running around making some keys for some classic Rolls Royces today. So I figured I just got a new shipment of keys in, and I wanted to share a little bit with you here as far as classic automobile and keys of what we got going on here. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to show you. This is the Ilco key catalog. You can see how thick it is. This is the 12th edition. They have many, many more additions to this. But we're going to start right here. As you can see, the keys listed here, your Acuras, they all come in alphabetical order. Briggs & Stratton, BMW motorcycles, Bombardiers, BMWs, British Leylands, that would include your Jaguars, stuff like that, your MGs. And as we come around at British Leyland, you can see all the different keys. Can-Ams, you got a lot of Can-Am keys. General Motors, we're going to show you those. But Mr. Sunshine, we specialize, we don't deal with the transponder, we deal with the classic stuff. And as far as the Ferraris are concerned, I had a Ferrari 328, and when you're talking about the keys, you look at the blanks. Here it is. There's an FT46. That would be the ignition key for a Ferrari 308, 328. The Mondials. Here's a F91CR. So that key would be right there. There's the blank for that. FT38. If you're looking at it over here on this side, you can see the FT38 would fit right there. FT37 would be the reverse of that. So you're going to have these for your door keys on a Ferrari, and that would also fit a Lamborghini. It would actually fit a lot of Fiats. So if you have an Italian-made vehicle, more than likely, these will be the keys that operate it. You have the F91C. That would be that key right there. You have the C2, the CR, and the C8. They're all different keyways, all have the same heads. So if we're going to talk classic Ferraris, it's the Lamborghinis, stuff like that, Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy has all the keys. As you go through the catalog, you can see more of the Fiats. You got your Fords here. You can go down to Freightliner. You got a Kawasaki. We're going to show you those in a minute. But we're going to go right to the Rolls Royce. Let's go to Rolls Royce because that's what I specialize in. 62HE, here it is, 62HE blank, there it is right there. That would be the key for the ignition, master, and sometimes the valet, depending on what you're working on. If we're going to talk about the Rolls Royces over here, you can see the keyways that the Rolls Royce operates. And a matter of fact, here's the keys that would fit all the classic Rolls Royce. Actually, we did a 1926 Rolls Royce. 62HC, here's your blank there. You got your 62JB, that would be right here. That's the one that fit the 1900s, early 1900, 1910, 1920 Rolls-Royce blank. So if you're going to have a classic Rolls-Royce or a classic vehicle, we'd be able to handle it. Here's your 62HB, that's right there. 62HF, we got that right there. 62HD. So if you're needing any kind of, here's the HG, and this one here would be the HA. That would be right here, 62HA, and this one would be the 62HE. So as far as the Rolls Royce is concerned, those would be the keys that you would need to operate on that Rolls Royce. When you're talking about Porsches, as a matter of fact, I got a friend of mine, Leo J. Matthew. When you're talking about Porsches, the classic Porsches, all right, and they have many of them. You have right here the P06 and the P07. Here's the P05. That's actually an earlier one there. Then you go to the P07 and the P06, which is the reverse. You can see the P06 here and the P07, different blanks cut on the opposite, but the same head, as you can see those right there. This key here actually fits the Porsche 356. As a matter of fact, he has a classic Porsche 356. Well, the 64K is the blank, and it's right there, and as you can see, it lines up perfectly. So when you're talking about Rolls Royce, Porsche, Jaguar, Lamborghini, whatever you want to be. Toyotas, now the Toyota transponders, I don't handle those. I used to when I had my store up in Pennsylvania, but it's a lot of decoding, a lot of work there and stuff like that. So you got the vintage Volvos, the vintage Volkswagens, and stuff like that. So here's the old Volkswagen. I actually have all the Volkswagen keys all the way back. Now, I'm going to show you a little excitement here. This here is what's called a Curtis hand coupler. This is a key cutter. This is a key clipper. And what this is you slide your key in. You got to have the right carriage and the right cam. I'll show you those in a minute. You slide your key in, you tighten this down, and then by changing the things, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that right now. This is your Curtis set right here. And what you do, you go ahead, and each one of these cams has a number on it. This says here GM1. This would handle all of your General Motors, the old style GM. You actually stick that right in here like this. And by putting that in and putting the pin through there, just like that, you're now able to decode by the depths. You see the depths there? They're all numbered. So if you had a key code that you'd have 62H5, you'd look it up on the key, you'd find out what the cuts were, and then you would just go 4, 3, 1, 4, 4, 5. And by sticking the proper blank in, you would go ahead and cut that key just like that. Go to the next one, cut that, go to the third, boom, 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 and boom, you're done. You loosen this up, you pull your key out, and there you go. You have your perfectly cut key made by Curtis handheld key cutter. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of the carriages here for Ford. This is for the early Ford. They had the 5-pin, the single-sided key, then a double-sided key, and then it went over to the 8-cut and then the 10-cut. And then here we go. We got another cam here, DC1. This DC1 handles the old Fiats, Ferrari, stuff like that. So you won't need a code machine. You would actually cut it right here. As a matter of fact, we have a couple of the machines here. So we try to make sure we have, here's another machine here. And then we have a third one on top of that. So these key machines actually are able to set up for different locks. You could actually cut virtually every kind of car with them with the proper cam and the carriage in it. Whether you're talking about motorcycles, it'll do Kawasaki, Yamaha, Honda. They have all the different cams and carriages that would fit all of those vehicles right there. So when you're talking about Locksmith Eddy, you're talking about that knows the game better than anybody. So we put that aside. Now, if we're going to talk about key blanks, well, let's talk about key blanks here. What we have here, you start out with your Audis. You have your Audis there, your vintage BMWs. Here's your BMW keys. Here's your Datsuns, the old Datsun 280Z, 230, 260s and stuff like that. Then you got all your Ferrari, your Fiat, Lamborghini keys, Hondas. These are the old Honda keys for the old Honda Accords and stuff like that. And then we come up to the Hyundais. You got your Hyundai, your Kias. We actually made the Kia key today for that. Mazdas, you have your Mazdas, and then you have your vintage Porsches. When you come around over here, you got your old Renaults, the Renault Fuegos, and all of that kind of stuff. The old Toyotas, you got your old Toyota pickup truck keys here, and then you have your Volvo and Volkswagen. This would be your most popular Volkswagen key, 73 VB, that would fit the ignition and the doors. And then we come down here to the Volvos. You got your old Volvo keys here, and then you have your old club keys for the club. For that Kenworth tractor trailer truck, you got your there. Now, handcuff keys. There's your handcuff key right there. You've got a handcuff key. Those fit your Smith & Wessons. Paul Pellet, good afternoon. When you're talking about American Motors, the old AMC Javelins, the old cars there, RA3, RA4, then your Chrysler keys. These will fit your older Chryslers. Your old Ford, there's your old Ford keys, the primary and the secondary. And then as you come down, you got your old General Motors and stuff like that. You get your older GM keys, all different keyways, all different stuff there. Boat keys, you got a lot of boat keys. I make a lot of boat keys down here being in Florida. You're always somebody needing an extra key made. These are all your outboard Chryslers, your Clums. You got all your different ones here for your P's, your safe deposit box keys. These are all your Rolls Royce keys right here in the front here. And then you have your toolboxes. I got a lot of dealers. This is the rare key for Rolls Royce hubcaps. Those are what I advertise online. I get them shipped around the world because people don't have those key blanks or let alone know how to make them. Your club car, we do a lot of golf carts down here, so I always get keys for the golf carts and stuff like that. Here's your tractor keys along with some more of the specialty keys that you mostly don't find. Now, here's your tractor keys. We got a lot of tractor generator keys. So if somebody needs a generator key, we have the generator keys here. These are all there. There's a Craftsman generator. There's another Craftsman key here. And then we have a Snow King, which I'm not going to be selling too many snowblower keys down here, but yes, we do have those as well. When you're talking about house keys and padlock, you got your American padlock keys up here. Arco bank bags. We made a lot of those in Pennsylvania. Arco, the bank bags that have the locking zipper on them. Then your Aero, your standard Best keys, Dexter's, your Chicago's and stuff like that. You got a lot of Corbin. We don't use too much Corbin in Florida. That was mostly up there in New York, Pennsylvania, and Morgantown, where those keys were more widely used than they were down here. You got your Fort. We do a lot of vending keys down here, so we got to make sure we have a lot of the Fort keys along with your regular Kwikset and stuff like that. So when you're talking about master padlock, here's all the different keys for master padlocks here. And then around here, your Sargent and Green, you got your Sargent keys here, your Slage keys. These are all Slage all the way down here to the bottom here. And then you have your Yale. Now, Yale's used by banks, cabinets down there, teller cabinets, stuff like that. And then we have your rare key here. These are all motorcycle keys. That's right. These are your old Harley Davidson. These go all the way back. The old Harley keys right here, Sportsters and the old ones from the 60s and 70s and 80s. There's all your Harley Davidson. Then you have your Honda. These are the old Honda keys. Some of these blanks, very expensive, very old. These hit from the 50s and 60s. These are 1963, 65, 66 key blanks for Honda motorcycles. Then we come down here, the newer Hondas that they have out. Then you have your Kawasaki's. You got all the Kawasaki blanks along with the Kimco. Kimco's a big deal right now. They have the KY2M and the KY2MR. We'll turn that around. There it is. KY2 and then the 2R, which is the reverse of that blank. We're going to see that one right there. And then your Suzuki's. You got a lot of Suzuki keys. And then you have all your Yamaha keys. So the Yamaha keys interchangeable with some other brands of motorcycles as well. And then we're back to where we're at. So there it is, Mr. Sunshine Locksmith Eddy. We have our Jet Set KD50. This is a top of the line high-speed semi-automatic machine. I've actually had probably around 6 of these over the years. My guys love them. This is a machine that lasts forever. And then we have the code machine make of my Rolls Royce keys that get shipped to me from around the world using this. This is a timeless machine. If you're going to be a locksmith, you're going to be able to do work, you're going to have one of these without any question. And then for your automatic, we use the HPC CodeMax. This machine, you stick the blank in, you turn it on, you hit the DSD number, it'll tell you what lock that you're cutting, then you put the cuts in there, and once you put the numbers in there, you hit start, it automatically cuts you the key to perfect directions. You take that key, stick it in a lock, and it works perfectly right there. So that is a timeless machine. If you're going to be doing code work, you're going to need a framing, and you're going to use one of these. It makes it so much easier when you're cutting keys by code and getting them ready for all of your locks and works and stuff like that. You got a lot of going on as far as picks and all of that, but we'll do that another time. I'm actually got to go take a little ride on a motorcycle, so we're going to take a little ride, and as you can see, there it is one more time, Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, coming to you live right here in sunny South Florida. I hope you enjoyed that little tour. We're going to, as a matter of fact, while we're here, it doesn't have anything to do with locksmithing, but my dear friends, Damien and Michael up in New York, they make wine. I actually did a video. It was Good Fucking Wine. That's the name of their wine, Good Fucking Wine. And I did some videos. They just sent this to me today. This is 40% alcohol, 80 proof. Get a load of that. Bottled by Anthem Bottle Company, Greenport, New York. To Mr. Sunshine, Sharp Eddy, styling and profiling. You are the best. Love Mike and Damien. This is pure vodka right here. This is the pure, you aren't going to get it distilled from 100% corn. Get a load of this. All right, this is 80 proof, pure vodka. I could probably light it with a match, and it would probably light up. So there it is to my dear friends. I'm going to actually do a special video for them, Mike and Damien, right there. That was some of my dear friends. They're coming down here next month. I'm going to be taking them around town, so you're going to get the opportunity to meet the owners of Good Fucking Wine, the brand of wine here, and this beautiful 80 proof vodka served up right here by Mr. Sunshine. So I'm going to come back live a little bit once I get on a motorcycle. We'll take a little ride through Palm Beach. Andre Lincoln, I hope you're having a great day. Mr. Sunshine, coming to you live here in sunny South Florida. Thank you for watching.